Hi, my name is Steve, and I would like to present to you the annual Living Maths Olympiad. And of course, the annual Living Maths Olympiad, you're probably wondering what is so special about this Olympiad? How is it different to other Olympiads? Well, we're going to take a look at different aspects of the Olympiad. The first thing is that it is one of the very few Olympiads that cater for grades from grade R, to grade 9. You might think, well, grade R is a bit young, but of course, it's done one-on-one with the teachers, and a lot of it involves counting and working out certain things at a very basic level. The main aim is to get them to participate. It's not really about who is the best student, but the kids love it because they're allowed to use concrete apparatus. And in the image over here, you can see a young kid using blocks for the counting. And who can take part? Any school, any NGO, home schools, individuals, organizations. It's available to all, and you can take part as an individual, or you can take part as a pair. And of course, it does touch on the curriculum, but it also goes beyond the curriculum. We want to try and extend students, and sometimes we throw questions in that are definitely outside of the box thinking. We are traditionally a paper competition, but this year we introduced for the first time a digital component. So this year we introduced as a test phase grades 5 to 9. They were able to write it as an alternative using the mytutor.chat app, which is an app that we've been helping to develop with the founders for the last few years. And we feel that next year we'll be able to offer more grades on the app as well. And that gives students an alternative to paper. They can actually do it digitally. And it also means you can be anywhere in the world as long as you've got access to a device. It is agnostic and it works on all types of devices. And obviously, it makes marking a lot easier for teachers because they won't have to do any marking. From a cost point of view, our cost has been a voluntary R5 per student, which is unchanged in 10 years. We put the word voluntary in because we wanted people to know that finance should never be an obstacle when it comes to taking part in the Olympiad. If you don't have the money, you should still be allowed to take part in the Olympiad. And of course, here are some interesting stats about our Olympiad. We have approximately 185,000 students that write it annually. As I said, this year we introduced certificates that were digital as opposed to printing out the hard copies. And that way we were able to distribute the certificates within 48 hours of all the results being in, all the results being processed. Certificates were sent out to all the top 3 candidates in the schools that came in the top 3. And we think that that also makes us stand out. We're not a competition where you write the Olympiad and have to wait 6 months for the results. You get them literally within 48 hours of the final day where the results have to be submitted. And as I also mentioned, we tested out a digital format, which was very successful. We're going to get more feedback from those who did take part using the digital format to see how we can improve and enhance on that for next year. We are endorsed by the WCED, the Western Cape Education Department. They have been supporting us for the last few years, not financially, but they do endorse our papers and spread them to their member schools. Our Olympiad is available in English and Afrikaans. It has been around since the year 2000. So that is quite a few years of Olympiad papers. And by the way, all our past papers are available online for you to download and make use of any way you like as a teacher. We have global participation, so it's not just South African schools. Right now, the competition is running until mid-December for the international schools. And of course, we also run the same Olympiad in Ireland, and we just completed that this year, and we had 104,000 kids taking part in that Olympiad. And traditionally, it takes place between October and November, although for 2024, we are aiming to maybe offer it a little bit earlier if we can get all the papers set and moderated and translated well in advance. And finally, quite simply, if you are a teacher and you would like to participate or you'd like to receive the papers, you can go to livingmaths.com, sign up, you can register where it says Olympiad, and every year you will automatically get the papers, and you can choose as a school if you'd like to write the papers or not. Do you want to use the past papers as resources? They are there to help enhance and improve mathematical standards around the country. And that is the Living Maths Olympiad in a nutshell.